We're continuing our look at Avignon. It's the principal city of Provence in the south of France. We'll be showing you some of the historic sites in this episode. Churches, museum, the wall around town. The pedestrian shopping district extends for 10 blocks south. Energetic types might opt for a 10-block circular stroll through some of these quiet back alleys toward the small 14th century church of Saint-Pierre and over to busy Rue Carnot, and then walk back to the palace on Rue de la Croix. Return to the Place du Palais along an ancient lane adjacent to the palace, the Rue Peyrollerie, dramatically carved into the bedrock. It's like you're walking through a natural canyon, and you'll find yourself coming back and forth through this dramatic tunnel-like pathway several times in your visit as it connects several important parts of town. On the northern end of Palace Square, you'll spot the fortress-like Petit Palais, built in 1318 as a mansion in the medieval style with Gothic pointed arches and an interior courtyard. Now a museum, it houses a collection of 300 medieval paintings, including the masterpiece of Botticelli's Madonna and Child. You'll find that the main thrill is simply walking through this delightful mansion, once home to Julius II before he became Pope. He was the famous Pope who hired Michelangelo to paint the Sistine Chapel ceiling, and was also a great warrior leader Pope who expanded the powers of the Vatican throughout Europe. You might also stop inside the nearby Cathedral Notre-Dame-des-Dômes, the town's major surviving Romanesque structure. Walk a few minutes north from the Place du Palais into a lovely public park called the Rocher des Dômes, resting on the top of a small hill overlooking the old town. From the ramparts, take in the beautiful views across the rooftops of the city and across the Rhone River. You'll also spot the romantic Castle of Saint-André in the distance, and the famous half-bridge, the Pont St-Bénezet, your next destination. You'll notice the Park of the Dome also has a beautiful fountain with a statue in the middle, and it's a great place for families to hang out. The kids show up here, they can pedal around in rented pedal vehicles, even a little horse and buggy with pedals to get by. And there's the cotton candy sales lady who's really dishing up some sweet treats for these kids. All in all, this park is a bit of a hideaway. You wouldn't notice it if you were just walking around in the shopping lanes of Avignon. You don't even really see it when you're at the Palace of the Popes. But it's there on the hill, just right next to the palace, so don't miss it. The view, the benches, the fountain, the statues, it's a great ensemble. And it's easy to walk down from here, down that little zigzag ramp. There's no escalators, no elevators, so you've got to do it on your own power. Coming down will bring you to the Pont St-Bénezet, Avignon's legendary bridge built in the late 12th century, and another UNESCO World Heritage Site. Don't bother paying admission to walk on the bridge, since you can see it well from the riverbank, unless you want to dance on it, as in the famous 15th century children's song. On the bridge of Avignon, everyone is dancing. This was the only bridge across the lower Rhone River when built, connecting the kingdoms of France and Germany, and thereby turning Avignon into an important trading center. Even though it only goes halfway across the river now, because it was just broken down and collapsed in earlier centuries and not fully repaired, the bridge just makes a great sight